longer chapters just because
Are we done?
we're well kind of done with proofs. They're gonna show up. They're gonna show up again, but not like this. Not like what we just did. So this is all about line relationships and angles, and it's just gonna be just a different change of pace that you guys will really like compared to what we've been doing. So today we are gonna hit you with a bunch of vocab. Some of it's gonna be new vocab, some of it's gonna be a review. But let's just get started with parallel lines. We already know parallel lines are lines that do not intersect. What do you mean? In a picture, these arrows would tell you that those lines are parallel.
You really said you had like 40.
And basketball sunset.
Hey Dylan, what about that clean start?
I need a pencil.
Oh, well, I always
I
have
can't
some.
have a clean start if I don't want.
That's why I always have pencils up here.
Oh, I didn't know that. Sorry. Aren't use your soccer stick. Whoa. No, give me. Oh, that's
And then if you want to write shorthand, these straight up and down lines mean parallel, so line AB is parallel to CD. That's what that means.
So what's with like the middle arrow?
Those arrows on a picture tell you that those lines are parallel.
Parallel?
Yep, they just mean parallel. Okay, similarly, parallel planes are two planes that don't touch. They just float right on top of each other. And again, those two straight up and down lines right here need parallel, so plane J is parallel to plane K. You guys heard of skew lines? You know what skew means?
You told us something about it.
So skew lines are two lines that are non-coplanar, so they're on different planes, and they don't intersect. So how they're different than parallel lines is parallel lines are on the same plane, these are on different planes. And an easy way to think of it is like one goes up and down, and one goes side to side. Okay. So an example could be like if we picked line QR, something skew to it would be WS. They're on opposite planes, and they're going in opposite directions. Okay, Noah, pick a segment over there. What should we start with?
VU and TP.
SP? Okay, SP, what would be skew to SP?
QU.
VR works, what'd you say?
QU.
QU, yep, both of those would work. And if we did one more,
WV and TP.
what'd you say?
WV and TP.
WV and TP. Yes, that is a good example. Okay, let's try some more examples of these. Name all segments parallel to AE. What would they be? Here's AE. HD, FB, GC. Those would be it.
Do they have arrows above them?
Yep.
Straight lines.
Oh, either way.
No one asked.
I'm thinking lines, but I guess technically these are just segments. They should probably just be segment bars, but I like lines. Give two examples of parallel planes. Should we do the top and bottom? Is that okay? How would I name this bottom plane down here?
ABs. BC.
We just need 3 points, right, that aren't all on the same line. So plane DAB. I see what you did there. How would you name the top one?
Just say
HGF.
H. G.
GH.
You're so funny.
Okay, that's one pair. What would be another option that we could do for parallel planes? GCB. That works. The two sides. Okay, name all segments skew to GH. Where is GH? Okay, so that's one we want skew to. Okay, FB is a good one. What did you say, Connor? EA is another good one. Good teamwork, front row. There are 2 more that I see. GC. The only thing with GC, do you see how they touch? They
BC
can't
and
touch. What did you say, what?
BC and AD.
Oh, wait.
BC is a good one.
DA.
And DA.
That's it.
Yep, because AB would be parallel, DC would be parallel, so would EF, and the other ones touch it. Do you feel like we understand skew lines?
Yeah.
Okay. Now what's next? Okay, you guys start the next example. You guys get a head start on this one. You obviously might get some answers that are different, right? But A and B should be the same. Are we okay? Do you have any issues?
Nope.
Well, Geom.
I know.
Are these good?
Does NJ work?
NJ for which one?
On the last one?
Crap.
Yep, NJ works. The only one you couldn't have said would have been ML, MR, and LQ.
Did that all work? Or something like
And
that?
SO, right?
And SO, right.
Why do I keep doing them backwards? Like you do MR, I'm doing RN.
That's okay. Our brains
Like
just
every
work
single one's
opposite.
like that.
That's fun.
Yeah, that's not a good thing because you're smart. That explains why.
That's poor logic. Did you learn nothing in our logic chapter, right? That's not good logic. Okay, let's move on now. This stuff's probably going to be new. So a transversal is a line that intersects two or more lines. So in this example, which line is our transversal? Line T.
Lowercase t.
Yep, little t. That is our transversal. So when we have this situation, it creates special angle pairs that we're going to get really good at identifying, okay? So the first one we have is called corresponding angles, and that's when they're in matching spots. So if I look at these top four angles, do you guys see how I have four? And I have four down here. So do you guys agree that angle 1's in the top left corner?
Yes.
So what's in the top left corner down here?
5.
So 1 and 5 are corresponding. So angle 1, angle 5.
They're not the same measure, right?
Nope, they're not the same measure. So what would be corresponding to 2?
6.
6. What about 4? 8. And then angle 3 and 7. So corresponding angles are in matching spots. Okay, again, math people are not very creative. Their names describe them. So alternate interior angles. So you're going to be on the inside of your two lines on opposite sides. So like 4 and 6 would be one pair. And then my other pair would be 3 and 5.
No commas.
Alternate exterior, again, on the outside, on opposite side, so 1 and 7. And then the other pair would be 2 and 8. And then our last special pair is called consecutive interior. What does consecutive mean? You guys know?
Right after the other.
Yeah, right after each other or they're next to each other. So consecutive interior means they're next to each other on the inside. So
3, 6.
4, 5, 3, and 6. And now we're just going to practice a bunch naming these. Because these are going to be,
Alternate external wall.
yeah.
Well,
I get like 4, like they're opposite, but like,
Like why is it not 4 and 3?
why is it not be like 7 and 1?
Because those are on the outside, so that's alternate exterior. So like here's your, yep, this is like your interior.
Yeah, I get it.
There's no
Okay.
consecutive exterior.
Correct.
There isn't?
There's not. Okay, let's try name these. So angles 1 and 8, what do you think?
Alternate exterior.
Alternate exterior. And if you want to abbreviate that a bit, I'm alright with that.
You're laughing.
2 and 3.
Consecutive interior.
Yes.
So proud of you.
Oh,
I am.
It's not a race, guys. 5 and 7.
correspond.
They're in matching spots. How about you guys do those last three on your own, and then it gives you a second to think before you hear other people's ideas. And then we'll come together and finish up. So do those last D, E, and F, and then we'll come back together. Do D, E, and F.
But is that like corresponding interior exterior?
Nope, just corresponding. 2 and 7, you should have wrote alternate interior. 1 and 3 are in matching spots, which makes them corresponding. And then 6 and 7 on the same side on the inside, so consecutive interior. Are we okay with those?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I got them all right. See,
Woo-hoo!
new order, new me.
I love it. That's your mantra. Okay, now we're gonna just throw in a more confusing picture, but it's the exact same. Oh boy. Exact same idea. Okay? So 5 and 13. Do you guys see how it deals with this right side of the page? So I would just cover this up. Pretend it's not there. So 5 and 13, what do you guys think? Corresponding.
Wait, so if you skip a line, and then you for example, 6 and 11, would that
6, there'd be nothing there. None. 7 and 14.
alternate interior?
Alternate interior. 3 and 6.
Alternate exterior.
Yep. 9 and 16.
Alternate
Alternate
exterior.
exterior. Okay, you guys do F, G, H, I. I guess we can do E. I didn't realize there's an E. What about 4 and 7?
Consecutive interior.
Consecutive interior. Okay, now you guys do those last few on your own. Okay, so on F, 2 and 10 should be, what'd you guys get? Corresponding. 8 and 14. Consecutive interior. 6 and 11.
Alternate exterior.
So do you guys see how there's not a line connecting 6 and 11? There's no transversal. So that's a trick. There's no relationship, so none. What about 4 and 13? None. Nothing connects them.
Wait, what's wrong with 6 and 11?
Get that.
So they're not connected by the same line. Like I don't have a line connecting angle 11 and angle 6 together, so there's no relationship. You see how all the other ones, there's a line that they have in common. 6 and 11 don't have any lines in common. Okay, what about 4 and 9? Alternate interior. Okay, grab out a phone. We're gonna do a quick Kahoot, just to practice. What?
I'm gonna drink on my way up.